Viewers will witness Christine's son make a significant choice in the next Sister Wives episode. It was previously disclosed that Tony and their 3 children's relocation to North Carolina had not pleased Christine. Tony further disclosed that when her mother found out she was going, she was devastated. At the moment, Christine and her spouse reside in Utah. She volunteered to help nevertheless, and went with Tony and her husband to help with the transfer. Paedon, Christine's son, has likewise made the decision to live far away from her after Tony. He tells Janelle that he has made the decision to go to the Tar Heel state in the next episode. He adds that he wishes to be near Janelle. As fans may remember, Christine has occasionally acknowledged that she has a great deal of faith in Janelle. Will her children's proximity to her ex-sister wife, however, cause her to feel insecure? Read on to find out more. Fans of Sister Wives found out that when Christine didn't feel the same level of love and support she deserved, she left the polygamous marriage. Since Kody loved his other spouses, she wasn't overly upset that he didn't love her. But she was very hurt by the fact that he disregarded their children. He obviously failed to be there for the kids, even though she constantly wanted him to. She disclosed in an interview with People that her kids firmly felt their father did not give them the same priority as the other kids. She also acknowledged that Brown never made an effort to spend time with his grown children. That was never what Christine wanted her children to believe. She added that she sincerely hoped Kody would realize that he must take care of his grown children. Paedon, Christine's only son, will soon inform her that he has made the decision to relocate, according to Sister Wives watchers. Christine may react negatively to the news, even if she is already upset about her daughter Tony's relocation to North Carolina. Paedon goes on to say that he is considering relocating to Tar Heel State permanently. Christine asks in the video, why? Why does he also have to move? She sounds obviously dissatisfied and upset. Christine goes on to say that she finds it difficult to understand that her children do not wish to live close by. She asks, what is it about North Carolina that makes people want to move there? Additionally, she calls her son's choice actually rubbish. Then Paedon discloses that he made this choice in relation to Garrison's passing. He acknowledges that since he lost a best friend and Janelle lost a son, he wants to remain close to her. According to Paedon, he wishes to be near her, Maddie, and her children. He continues, I just lost a huge part of myself, and it's not here, in Arizona. Christine claims that she has faith in Janelle to look after her children. She acknowledges, though, that it truly irritates her. I feel like a bad mother sometimes because they don't want to live next to me, she says. She also admits that she sometimes thinks Janelle is a superior mother, which is why her children choose to live nearby. In the past, Christine was obviously offended by Janelle's joke that she would keep all the grandchildren for herself. The only members of the family with children are Maddie and Tony. Christine and her kids appear to be getting along well, despite her dissatisfaction with their choices. Sister Wives star Robyn Brown recently talked about a very personal experience that is weighing heavily on her. It has been an emotional roller coaster. After finding out that her only son, Paedon Brown, was planning to relocate closer to Janelle rather than her, the mother of 6, who is often all sunshine and smiles on social media, became surprisingly distraught. This most recent development feels both sentimental and meaningful to viewers who have followed the Brown family drama for years. It's not just a son moving. It's a representation of how the formerly close-knit multiple family keeps changing in unforeseen ways. Additionally, it's causing Christine to have some agonizing mother guilt. I know I should be happy for him, but I just feel like a crappy mom right now, Christine said in a touching Instagram video that swiftly went viral on Sister Wives fan sites. He's getting closer to Janelle, and I'm wondering if I did enough to pique his interest in remaining close to me. Unlike the polished, positive tone Christine has adopted since marrying David Woolley earlier this year, the confession was honest, unvarnished, and unpolished. She talked openly about the changes taking place in her family, while sporting a comfortable sweatshirt and minimal makeup, stating, "You raise your kids to be independent, to follow their own hearts, and then when they do, it still breaks yours a little." Supporting comments poured in from fans right once, describing her as a great mom, and assuring her that Paedon's choice did not diminish his love for her. However, the action resonated more deeply with Christine, who has always been transparent about her strong relationship with her kids. Sources close to the Brown family claim that 26-year-old Paedon has been drawn to spend more time with Janelle Brown, his mother's previous sister wife. Paedon apparently started thinking about moving as well after Janelle relocated to a different part of Utah to be nearer to several of her older children, including Logan and Hunter. One insider revealed he's always been close to Janelle. To him, she like a second mother. He made an effort to be impartial when the family split up, but he has always tended to lean toward the mothers who have given him the most support. Naturally, since their spiritual marriages to Kody Brown ended, Janelle and Christine have stayed the closest of the ex-wives. After both women left Kody, their bond grew even stronger, with Christine referring to Janelle as her soul sister and ride or die. Even still, it becomes sense that Christine's heart might ache a little at the prospect of her son becoming closer to someone else, even someone she loves, given their intimate relationship. In the Brown family's multiple marriage, Christine and Janelle's children have always had a sibling-like bond, despite formerly having separate mothers. Paedon, an example, has talked positively of having 1,000,000 brothers and sisters to play with while growing up in the chaotic communal home. However, boundaries were often inadvertently formed when the family broke apart. While Janelle's boys, Gabriel and Garrison, publicly clashed with Kody, Christine's kids mostly kept their distance in private. However, Paedon hasn't always been silent. He has been one of the more outspoken Brown children, sharing his thoughts on life after polygamy through interviews and TikTok. He has publicly supported his mother and Janelle and denounced his father's abuse of the spouses. Mom and Janelle are the only two who really acted like moms, he stated in an interview last year. They prioritize the children. I will always appreciate them because of this. Perhaps Paedon's desire to be close to Janelle now stems from his devotion to both women. She supported him through a lot, a buddy clarified. Retaining the connection to the portion of his childhood that still feels safe is more important than replacing Christine. Christine's emotional social media moment served as a reminder that even the most resilient mothers have thoughts of inadequacy. She said, "You try your best to do everything right, but sometimes it still feels like you didn't do enough." She continued to consider how her job as a mother has evolved while her children have grown up in her video. "You are the focus of their universe while they are young. They rely on you for everything. However, as kids become older, they become less and less dependent on you, and eventually they leave. I know that's how it's supposed to work," Christine continued. "When it did happen, I simply didn't anticipate how painful it would be." David Woolley, her spouse, was said to have been a rock of support during this trying period. After getting married in a romantic mob wedding earlier this year, the pair has been enjoying a quiet new life in Utah that is full of fun TikToks, hikes, and family get-togethers. However, the shift is turning out to be more emotional than Christine had expected as she gets used to her empty nest. Christine has been radiant in her newfound independence since she left Kody in 2021. She has publicly expressed how empowered she feels to live her life as she sees fit. On Sister Wives, "1-on-1, she declared, "I finally get to make choices just for me. And I wasn't even aware that I was lacking that." She has rediscovered love, constructed a new home, and seen her kids flourish in their own self-sufficient lives. Aspen, Mykelti, Usable, Gwendolyn, and Truly, her daughters, have all shown their support for her choice to separate from Kody and pursue happiness. Nevertheless, despite her success, Christine acknowledges that motherhood never ceases to pull at her. She remarked, "It's the hardest and best job I've ever had. You have to let them go even though you love them so much that it hurts." After she shared her heartfelt confession, Christine's comment area was flooded with sympathy within hours. She was comforted by fans that her feelings were entirely typical. "Christine, you're an incredible mother." One fan said, "You raised strong, independent kids. That's what every parent hopes for." "Being sad doesn't make you a bad mom," another person added. "It just indicates how much you care for your children." The fact that Paedon is at ease enough to follow his heart should make you proud. Some of Christine's co-stars from Sister Wives also offered their support. In a purportedly private communication, Janelle assured her friend that Paedon just wants to be near family. "He loves you both," and advised her not to feel bad. Fans adore Christine because she has always shown her emotions. She changed over the years from the insecure third wife in Kody's multiple marriage to a strong woman who is redefining happiness. However, many people may relate to her emotional candor about motherhood. Because, despite her heartbreak, Christine is learning how to let her children grow up and move on, just like millions of other mothers behind the cameras and the reality TV spotlight. In her video, she remarked, "Sometimes I think about when they were all little, with tears in her eyes. They would all be laughing in the living room as I prepared dinner. It was untidy, noisy, and disorderly, yet it belonged to us. I was also unaware of how much I would miss it. It's a very human admission that has resonance much beyond the Sister Wives audience. Christine acknowledges that she is having difficulties, but she also finds comfort in the fact that her familial bonds are stronger than ever. She assured supporters, "We're not a traditional family anymore, but we're still a family. That won't change no matter where we all live or what occurs next." "I'm proud of Paedon," she said as she concluded her video, expressing optimism. "He is acting in his own best interests, and I've always wanted my children to be content no matter where life takes them." According to insiders, Janelle has been moved by Christine's candor and intends to assist in assuring her friend that Paedon's relocation isn't a rejection, but rather a natural progression of the Brown family's new and changing narrative. After sharing a spouse in the past, the two women now have a much deeper bond. A friendship that will last a lifetime and is based on respect, resiliency, and motherhood. The Sister Wives family's progress is what makes this moment so moving. The Browns' path has reflected the chaotic, wonderful reality of contemporary family evolution, starting with their early years in Lehi, Utah, where Christine, Janelle, Meri, and Kody juggled several lives under one roof, and continuing to the present, when each woman is creating her own identity. Ultimately, Christine's emotions make her authentic rather than weak, because being a mother is about love, growth, and having the guts to let your kids create their own lives, even if that means taking a back seat. It's not about perfection.